Man, get up here in the Zoloft and get your head right.
Hello, and welcome to the Loft. Rock on, y'all. I'm glad that my observations on the missile strike against Syria for Assad gassing his own people was well received by most of y'all. And thank you, Spicer, for keeping it spicy. But I got some folks lecturing me about the missile strike, saying things like, Zoe, why would Assad gas his own people? Are you kidding me? Are you really gonna ask me that? Did Hitler have a good reason for gassing the Jews? And Spicer, if you're watching, take note, man. That's how you invoke the name of Hitler. And then, of course, you have people who deny the Holocaust altogether, just like you have people who are denying that Assad gassed his own people. Anyway, do sex traffickers have any good reason to sell little kids to get raped? Do black folks in the inner city have any really good reason to commit the most violent crimes against each other right here under our nose in our own country? Perhaps you missed that while too many of y'all are too busy blaming the cops for murdering the very citizens who trust them to protect the peace. But despite all that, you can't believe that Assad would gas his own people. People in America are so ready to believe that our own police would kill our own American citizens, but they can't believe that a dictator would be gassing his own people. Wow. Man, what fairy tale land do you live in where people don't commit atrocities against other people unless they have a darn good reason? Look, man, what's up with the attempt of making yourself look like you're in the know by throwing around words like false flag? As if these atrocities only developed because America interfered for its own nefarious reasons. You know that leaders have been committing atrocities against their own people long before America was thought about, right? We should leave them alone. We're only gonna make them mad. Dang it, they already mad. These countries have been murderously angry before us. And what makes it worse is when they feel like nobody will stand in their way. Now this is how America would be destroyed from the inside. America is not gonna be destroyed by some conspiracy of an inside job. The destruction of America is happening from the inside in plain sight. No foreign power can destroy America without the American people's cooperation. And I'm gonna make sure the people cooperate. You ain't getting my cooperation. But yes, the drones of political correctness who will demand that we accommodate the foe in the foreigner. Under the self-righteous posture of political correctness is how this country will be destroyed from the inside. So I like things like missile strikes against Syria, cause it ain't politically correct. It says that chances are America will address another country with missiles if it does this to their people. See, too many Americans want us to treat other countries the same way we treat abortion clinics. Just turn away from the atrocities that's going on in that facility. It's none of our business. See, I don't buy it for a minute when people say what they do in their own country is their own business and we have no right to interfere. Because if you really mean that, then you should be ready to do something about the preborn Americans who are getting slaughtered in our own country. Well, it's happening right here in our own country. Do we have the right to interfere now when somebody is going to deprive somebody else of their God-given right to live? But you're not going to, because you don't recognize the personhood of the preborn. Thus, you hold them in disregard. And whether you want to admit it or not, that's the same disregard you have for people getting slaughtered in another country. Don't give me this nonsense about the preborn not being viable birth human beings. Because people who are getting done dirty in places like Syria are out of the womb. So what's the excuse now? And how long do you have to know about atrocities before it's okay to do something about it? It ain't like what's happening in Syria is something new. Oh, and hey, Russia, since the Democrats have made y'all out to be so notorious for hacking America, why didn't y'all warn Syria that Trump was gonna have y'all mowed a bit with missiles? Unless Russia, wants a war with America. That's okay, I guess. A lot of Americans want a war with America, too. It ain't like it hadn't happened before. And these people will not be satisfied, for lack of a better word, because these people are never satisfied, until we have a country that gasses its own people for disagreeing with the institutions that they demand. Think Democrats and their voters won't go there? Look at history, man. Actually, take a honest look at history. Past and present, these people have issues. So I hope you'll help me supply some more doses from the Zoloft. Thanks again for hanging out with me in the Zoloft. Make sure you share it with your friends, family, and people who get on your nerves. Just remember, y'all, when you share and support my work, a little bit of leftism, you die. Dang it, they already mad.